So James Comey threw a giant monkey wrench into this election with 11 days before the vote. He came out and said, oh, I found 650,000 new emails. Actually, he didn't give the number on the day of. And, oh my God, hey, I just wanted to inform Congress my investigation might not be over. Oh, for God's sake, what have you done? And then we learned immediately thereafter that he hadn't read any of the emails. In fact, they needed a warrant to even read the emails. So why send out a national alert 11 days ahead of time going, watch out, the investigation might be over. Then Trump people get excited. They're like, we knew it. They're going to reopen the investigation. They're going to indict her. Every rational person said, what's in the damn emails? Even if you're on Trump's side and you think it's all really bad, you want to know what's in the emails. If you're on Hillary Clinton's side and you think there's nothing in there at all and this is much ado about nothing, what's in the goddamn emails? So we asked Comey here on the Young Turks, for God's sake, you've got a lot of folks at the FBI. Read the damn emails and make sure you get them read before the election. And he listened to us. So he put out a statement thanking the Young Turks. No, he didn't. Okay, but he did put out a statement saying, okay, we went through them. It turns out, yeah, you can go through them. It's not that hard. So just yesterday, he wrote, since my letter, the FBI investigative team has been working around the clock to process and review a large volume of emails from a device obtained in connection with an unrelated criminal investigation. That's referring to Anthony Weiner. During that process, we reviewed all the communications that were to or from Hillary Clinton while she was Secretary of State. Based on our review, we have not changed our conclusions that we expressed in July with respect to Secretary Clinton, which means we are not reopening our investigation. There are no grounds for a reasonable prosecutor to go forward. Now, whether you agreed with that analysis back in July or not, Comey is now saying, that's it. It's as close as it's ever been. There's nothing new in those emails at all. Finally, he says, I'm very grateful to the professionals at the FBI for doing an extraordinary amount of high-quality work in a short period of time. And of course, the Trump people lose it. And they're like, I knew it, it's rigged, Comey. But wait, you guys were the ones saying just 8 days ago how Comey was awesome and he was going to uncover it all and he was going to indict Hillary Clinton. Both sides are so unbearable. Politicians are, I can't stand them, man. I cover them, but I can't stand them. All the Democrats came down like a ton of bricks on Comey earlier, which I'm going to tell you about. Now they're like, all right, back on Comey's team. All right, let's go, Jimmy Comey. The Republicans, when he announced, 10 days ago, they're like, yes. Now they're like, goddamn Comey. We knew he was a traitor. So Trump writes, you can't review 650,000 new emails in 8 days. We'll find out if that's true in a second. General Flynn, one of the surrogates for Trump, says, impossible. He says there are 691,200 seconds in 8 days. Comey has thoroughly reviewed 650,000 emails in 8 days. An email a second? Impossible. Yeah, that's not how computers work. Okay, so Jeff Jarvis did a great job. He actually asked the guy who does know how computers work, Edward Snowden. All right, he might know a thing or two. And he wrote this incredibly confusing tweet that has a very clear message at the end. He wrote, drop non-responsive to CC, BCC, hash, both sets, then subtract those that match. Okay, no idea what that means. Okay, but this last line is clear. Old laptops could do it in minutes to hours. Okay, the bottom line here is, they already know that some of the emails match the earlier emails they have. You run a computer program that matches those emails. Boom, they're gone, because that means you already read them. And then you've got a new set of emails that are, some are personal, some are going to Hillary Clinton, some are coming from Hillary Clinton. You drop the ones that are not going to or from Hillary Clinton, boom, those are gone. And then you read the ones that went to Hillary Clinton or came from Hillary Clinton that do not match any of the emails you've already read. Voila, much easier. Okay, I love the Republicans who are so afraid of science and technology. They're like, what is this technology you speak of? Hey, how can you possibly do that? No, I cannot read those many emails. I can read a smaller amount of emails. Okay. That's not how it works. Okay, so now I want to turn to the Democrats, though, because they're also unbearable. Before Comey came out and said, oh, yeah, never mind, all the Democrats, top Democrats, were threatening him. Harry Reid, Pelosi. Here, let's show you Nancy Pelosi. Here's what she had said.
I think he made a mistake on this, and he clearly has a double standard. So I think he made a mistake. And these jobs, if you're not in it for a while, you can't take the heat. And I think he just couldn't take the heat from the Republicans.
Do you think he should resign?
No, I'm not going to that place.
Okay, so she's basically saying he can't take the heat. Maybe he can't handle the job. I'm not saying he should resign yet. Well, Chuck Schumer was a little bit clearer. He said, I do not have confidence in him any longer. Now, Chuck Schumer might be the Senate Majority Leader. He'll certainly be at least the Senate Minority Leader, a very powerful person in Washington, basically saying, you better hope Hillary Clinton doesn't win because we're going to fire you. He also said, to restore my faith, I'm going to have a sit down and talk to him and get an explanation for why he did this. Now, I thought the Comey move was totally wrong. That being said, the Democrats, sometimes with subtext and sometimes very clearly threatening to fire him, is also political and also not a great way to go. But they brought a lot of pressure on him to get those emails read, and he did. By the way, they're not the only ones putting pressure on him. There's another set of folks that are unacceptable in this. Is there anyone who is acceptable? I mean, everyone's doing things that are wrong because they're driven mad by this election. So, well, the last group is a group inside the FBI. The Guardian found sources inside the FBI that say, look, in essence, it's a madhouse in here. Some people are on Comey's side and defending his actions, saying he couldn't help it. This is what he had to do. He had to inform Congress. And he didn't have enough evidence on Hillary Clinton, defending on both sides. Some people are attacking Comey. Some people are on Clinton's side. Some people are on Trump's side. Turns out there's more people on Trump's side. So here's one source, an FBI agent working there right now, that says Clinton is, quote, the Antichrist personified to a large swath of FBI personnel. And that is, quote, the reason why they're leaking is that they're pro-Trump. So now, look, let's keep it real. In the real world, yeah, the people that work at the FBI and other government offices are not these angels that are above politics. And, oh, Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, why? I don't know anything about them, and I don't have any opinions about them. No, some of them are going to have very strong opinions. And if you have strong opinions about these candidates, you're definitely on one side or the other. It's not like Mitt Romney or Paul Ryan. I really can't tell the difference. You can tell the difference between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. And if you got a bunch of Trump guys inside the FBI and they're leaking all over the place, oh yeah, Clinton's bad, oh the emails, ooh, right? And they're pressuring Comey, oh you better tell him we got new emails. That's why it might happen. Finally, that FBI agent also told The Guardian, which way does it lean overall? Is it more pro-Trump, more pro-Clinton? Well, there's not a lot of love for Clinton in the building at all. And there's a whole bunch of FBI agents, to be fair, who are don't love Donald Trump either. They think that he has problems with competence. Exactly what I've been telling you all along. They think Hillary Clinton might be corrupt, and they think Donald Trump is incompetent. That is some portion of the people inside the FBI. But there's apparently a large enough chunk of Trump supporters at the FBI that he said, quote, the FBI is Trump land. Now, if you think it's Trump land now, if Donald Trump wins and he lets those guys loose and lets them do investigations on his enemies, and Trump has said it 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times on tape over and over again. He's like, I like revenge. You got to show people that, you know, if they oppose you, that there's going to be consequences. You got to get even. You got to get more than even. And he releases Trump land FBI on people. Oh, boy. Anyway, for the moment being, though, it appears one day before the election, we have a conclusion to the new set of emails. A big nothing burger. Okay, there wasn't anything in them that they didn't already know. So on that note, bring it down. The whole 2-hour podcast of the Young Turks,
you're going to get it
if you become a member, TYTnetwork.com/join.